Never you come around. That's my the world turned upside down. Never you come around. Never you come around.
Welcome in to another edition of The Walkthrough. Your hosts, Austin Watley and Brant King, are here to break down all the action. Each week, we bring you exclusive coach and player interviews, in-depth coverage, and expert analysis you won't find anywhere else. From the latest highlights to the stories behind the game, this is The Walkthrough.
Good evening and welcome in to another edition of The Walkthrough. Austin Watley here. Brant King, he will not be here tonight. He has had a long day working, and then still got Zoe here running the computers for us, running all the graphics. We've got everything tonight to keep you updated on Lady Giants and Gina Giants basketball. Had a lot happen. We did not have a show last week. There's sometimes LSU basketball will have games on Wednesday night. Next week, they'll be playing on Wednesday night, and if that happens, we will take the night off and let LSU basketball be aired. So next week, we will not be on, but then the week after that, we'll be back. But a lot's happened in the last few weeks. We're going to hear from Lady Giants head coach Garrett Hoffmeyer and also Gina Giants head coach Matthew Whitman. Hopefully, the Gina Lady Giants seniors will be coming in. And we will hear from them. They had senior night last night. Lady Giants came away with a big 70-31 victory. Lily LaCroix had 19 points, 8 rebounds. Sydney Williams had 10 points. Trinity Williams had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 blocks, and 8 steals. Lady Giants are currently 16-5 on the year. Their power rating is number 4. They've kind of gone back and forth between that 4 and 5 spot. Them and Ville Platte kind of keep going back and forth, and I feel like that's going to happen throughout. And really, if you look at the schedule, Gina kind of controls their destiny as far as that 4-5 spot. They've got some big games ahead of them in the next couple of weeks. That if they take care of business, then I feel like they'll stay in that 4 spot pretty solid. That top 3, I think they're pretty much locked in. French Settlement, number 1, Oak Grove, number 2, and Westlake, number 3. They've kind of distanced themselves from the rest of the field. But Gina and Ville Platte are still pretty close to each other. And then after that, Springfield's kind of behind them. But I kind of expect Gina to really pretty much stay between 4 and 5. Unless something major happens. But they should probably stay at 4. If they take care of business, and then if they drop a couple games, they may fall to 5. But sitting in a really good spot. Last year, made it to the quarterfinals, lost at Oak Grove. If you stay at that 4 spot, then that means all your games will be at home in the playoffs until you get to the semifinals. And with semifinals, with basketball on the girls and boys side, it's a lot like softball with Sulphur. I'm trying to relate it to something that Gina fans will know, kind of what we've had the last in recent memory. But in Sulphur, Lady Giants, they play their semifinal game and the state championship game in Sulphur. That's how it is for basketball on the girls' side and the boys' side. They go to the state tournament. I think girls basketball is in Hammond, I believe. And I think boys basketball is in Lake Charles. Let me look at that real quick because I did look at that at one time. Trying to pull that up. I know it's Hammond and Lake Charles. Yeah, boys basketball is in Lake Charles at the Burton Complex. And then the girls tournament is at Hammond, and that is at Southeastern Louisiana University Center. So on the campus of Southeastern is where that is at. So I know a couple years ago, if we'd have been talking about either one of these teams made it to the state tournament, people probably would have laughed at us, but it's a realistic thing that can happen with both teams. The girls sitting in a good spot right now, boys sitting in a good spot, and would not surprise me for either team to be playing in the state tournament this year. I think both of them have a lot of experience, have a lot of talent, and it would not surprise me for them to be there. I want to welcome in Jena Lady Giants head coach Garrett Hoffmeyer. Coach, you there?
Yes, I am here, man. Good evening.
Good evening. You staying dry out there?
I'm staying as dry as I can, man. Just waiting for this cold weather to finish coming in and see what we're actually going to get.
Yeah, I mean it's a mess right now with the weather, pouring down rain, and the forecast this weekend. It's crazy.
Roads are already horrible enough.
Yeah. Well, it's been a couple weeks since we've talked to you. Right now, y'all are at 16-5, 2-0 in district. Y'all started district play. Last time we had talked to you, you were just now starting to get ready for district play. But kind of talk about the last couple of weeks for the Lady Giants.
Man, it's been a good last couple of weeks. Regardless of the opponent, we take the court with our points of emphasis. That's stuff that we want to work on and get better at. And I really do think playing against Charter, even against Bolton, every time we took the court, we was able to pinpoint some areas that we could improve on. And the girls have been doing it. And I think it shows on the court watching. We're shooting the ball better. I think we're taking care of the ball a lot better for sure. And I think the ball is being shared a lot more, much better. We're more efficient on offense. And those are the things that we really want to focus on the last couple of weeks as we get ready to finish this last push.
I know when you put your summaries on Facebook of each game, it seems like there's different players leading the team, maybe in scoring or just stats wise, that it's not just y'all relying on one player. It seems like a lot of different players have stepped up recently.
Yes, and that is because we spend so much time talking about roles, being ready to step up, being ready to go. You never know whose night it is, and while we spend so much time about not being attached to outcomes, we think that's a huge component of have so many different girls that's able to produce and have great games. Because you never know, Scott Report may change against you. One night they might try to take Trinity Williams out. They might shift zones over and do different things. And whenever those things happen, that frees up opportunities for your teammates. Like last night, Lily Jane was hitting last night, and everywhere she went on the court, you can hear everybody screaming to watch out for her. Well, the whole other side of the court was left wide open, and some girls were able to take advantage of that. So it's very important for us to be able to go into the games with a mindset of be ready. We don't know whose night it's going to be. If it's your night, just be ready to go take advantage of it.
Last night was senior night. Kind of talk about your three seniors, Lily, Trinity, and Sophie, and how much they've meant to y'all in the program.
Well, before I talk about it, did they show up to your studio yet?
They hadn't got here yet. They may be waiting outside.
Okay, well, don't let them get too cold. I need them on Friday.
Yeah.
Look, the seniors are fabulous. I was blessed with a great senior class last year, and these seniors have just took the torch and just kept with it. Trinity Williams, if you go to the games, if you see Trinity in softball, you see her around the football field, You see her on the basketball court, you know she's a gifted, talented individual. But the thing is with Trinity, as equally as gifted as she's the same way off the court. She's the same way in the classroom. She is the same young lady. She is so trying to find the right words to describe her. She's so outgoing, and she's so solid in who she is as an individual. She is a terrific young lady. Then Lily, told her last night how proud of her we are for her, because like I really do feel like Lily had to adjust to the way we play. Like it made her uncomfortable a little bit to play at the speed that we play and the way we defend up and down the court. But she has really bought in. And I think the last couple of months, you can really see that buy-in showing in. And Lily has grown so much this year, and she's provided everything that we needed out of that spot that she's playing for us. And just like as far as Trinity goes, Lily Jane also, I don't think you're going to find anybody on campus or anybody who has met Lily to say a bad word about her, because it's impossible. And then we have Sophie. Man, talked about last time we were going to call. Sophie's our senior. She was our senior point guard coming into the year. She blows her knee out in a situation where some players would have kind of laid down, pouted, all that stuff. She has not done that one time. Even the very next day, going back to the same gym to go play in the second day of that tournament, Sophie was still on the bench, coaching it up, talking to the girls, giving reminders, and doing all that stuff. And that's who you have in Sophie Parker. So very blessed to have these three seniors.
We got another big game this Friday night as Bunkie comes to town, and I saw on Facebook y'all have decided to move the game up to an earlier tip-off, right?
Yeah, we moved it up because we're uncertain about when the weather was going to move in, and we wanted to make sure Bunkie was able to get back home safely before there was any risk of black ice and all that stuff. Safety first at all times, of course. So we went ahead and moved the game up so we can make sure to get a game in. It's a district game. We didn't want to run into problems of trying to have to reschedule it and all that stuff. So girls will tip off at 4 o'clock, boys immediately afterwards. No JV games.
And it'll be a big game because Bunkie is 2-0 in district, just like y'all are.
Hey, say it again, Austin.
It's a big game because Bunkie, they're 2-0 in district play, just like y'all are.
Yes, they are 2-0. Now they lost a lot last year when they lost that Rabelais girl. She was a phenomenal athlete. They lost her. They kind of reshaped them a little bit, but it's still a district game. I know they're going to come out and play hard. They're very well coached. Expecting the best out of them. It is a district game. It's still going to be on a Friday, and they're not traveling all the way from Bunkie just to come lay down over here. So they're going to be ready to play.
Well, we appreciate you joining us tonight, and good luck Friday night.
All right. Thank y'all.
Junior Lady Giants head coach Garrett Hoffmeyer. We will take a break right here. When we come back, we will have the Junior Lady Giants seniors. You're listening to the walkthrough on 1.7 KJNM.
Justice Oil Company salutes the young men and women who put in long hours in search for athletic supremacy. Justice Oil has been a long supporter of high school athletes in LaSalle Parish, as well as the Tigers of LSU. Take the time to show your appreciation by attending sporting events to root on your teams. Student athletes appreciate the time you take to attend their events. Wishing you the best in the future, on and off the field, from Justice Oil Company.
Louisiana is strong. It's hard work and determination. It's never giving up. It's being there for family, friends, and neighbors because you gave them your word. It's celebrating life's good times and standing tall when times are tough. You call this great state home, and so do we. We're headquartered here with a presence in every parish to better serve you. We're Louisiana's insurance company. Louisiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
Looking for a place to connect and grow? Join us at Eastview Baptist Church, where everyone is welcome. Tune in here to listen to worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30, or come join us in person for Sunday school at 9:45 and worship at 10:45. Eastview, where we seek the kingdom first.
Welcome back into the walkthrough. Austin Wiley here. And now we are joined by the Gina Lady Giants seniors. Had senior night last night honoring them. Lily LaCroix. Lily, you have no idea how you have an easy name, but when you say Lily LaCroix, I always feel like I'm gonna get tricked up saying that. When I say your first and last name. Trinity Williams and Sophie Parker. Welcome in, guys. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Let's talk about last night. Y'all beat Weston 70-31. Lily, 19 points, 8 rebounds. I think you made, was it 5 threes in the game?
Yes, sir.
When you have a game like that where you make a lot from outside, does it feel like does your confidence just go up? Like every time you put it up, you feel like it's going in?
Yeah, your confidence definitely goes up every time.
And you're like, man, I wish they just passed me the ball. Because if I put it in there, it's going to go in.
Right.
And that's not your first game that you've had a good game, right? From outside, I've seen other games where you've made some threes this year.
Yes, sir.
Talk about, and all three of y'all can talk about this. What it meant last night, honoring y'all for being seniors, and I mean, it seemed like just the other day y'all were in junior high. And it's hard to believe that now y'all are seniors. And talk about last night, and then just kind of your thoughts on your careers.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool night. Just to, I guess, take a couple minutes to just recognize the 4 years that we put into the program, and just it really just made me look back, and I know it probably made them do the same thing. Just where we came from, like at the beginning. Lily started at Temple. Me and Sophie were at the junior high. We came into the program, and it's just gotten better every year. And that's all I could think about all senior night was just like, man, these 4 years have been the best 4 years of my life, and we got this program back where it deserves to be, where it needs to be. And I couldn't be more proud of Sophie and Lily because they're just tremendous leaders on this team, and just growing up with them has meant the world to me.
Yeah, I agree with Trent. I definitely was like looking back on like just memories of these last 4 years, and then even years before when like we would play against Lily, and me and Trent were playing together. I mean, we've been playing basketball together since Good Pine. And so just getting to remember that, and then everybody who we played with. I mean, we played with probably 30, 40 different people at like some point. So just kind of reminiscing on that. My career definitely didn't end how I wanted to, but I think I've also enjoyed just getting to watch them two play on the court from a different perspective. Like, you play the game, and you don't always get to watch your best friends like do what they do, and be able to recognize that and help them just like continue their game. So it's been fun being able to just watch.
Yeah, just to add on to that, I've really enjoyed seeing these two. I know Sophie's career didn't end the way she wanted it to, but she really is like the best person for us. And on the sidelines, she's someone to look up to, and she helps us with all of our plays and everything. And I think that's just been great. And looking at these past 4 years, getting to know them has just been an amazing time. Because, like they said, I came from Temple, so I didn't know them quite as well going into everything, and man, playing against them was tough. But we definitely grew together, and we are having a lot of fun.
Sophie, kind of talk about, I mean, when you've talked about it didn't end how you wanted, but talk about this year and how your mindset has changed, maybe from going from a player to being on the bench and having more the mindset of a coach, maybe, like how everything has changed and the way you look at it now compared to when you were a player.
Yeah, well, starting this spring, my roles already kind of changed. I went from being a shooting guard, small forward, to taking on the role as point guard. So me and Coach G had talked about, and I was like, I'm ready to do it. And it just kind of worked out. That was the best thing to happen, to be able to move Trinity off from handling the ball and just let her do what she does. And I facilitate very well. And so being able to do that this summer, and then for the first half, like preseason, and then the first couple games we played, that was great. And then, I mean, when I got injured, I just knew it is what it is. It's God's plan. So I got to find a role somehow. It's a running joke that I'm my coach anyway. Even when I played, they used to call me Coach Parker. So I just like immediately stepped in that role. And I'm super thankful that Coach G and Dustin have kind of allowed me to take on that role. Coach G is always willing to teach me things. It's something we had talked about of in the future, do I want to coach and stuff like that. So he's just kind of helped me in seeing that, hey, this is something you possibly do in the future.
So do you want to coach in the future?
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely have like one guy Tuesday. He sat down. He's like, "What do you want to do?" Phil Crawford. And I told him. He's like, I think you should coach. You don't need to do that. I'm like, oh, okay. He's just telling me what I need to do.
I'll tell you this. When I went to college, I grew up kind of like you. I always wanted to be a coach because I love sports. I want to be around it. And when I went to college, I felt like I tried to do everything to not be a coach. I tried to all these different majors. I think I changed my major 4 times. And then at the end, it was just like, come on, you know you're going to be a coach. And I actually ended up doing that. So you might go to college and you may want to try some different things and see, something else may catch your eye. But if it's coaching, then it's like you said, God's plan. You'll be back there. Let's talk about the team and kind of the season at this point. Y'all are 16-5. Right now, number 4. Where were we at last year in the playoffs? Were we number like 7 or 8?
9. 8, 9.
Yeah, we wasn't top 5. I know that. Yeah.
8, because I think Oak Grove was like 3rd.
Yeah, and we had to go to Oak Grove. But talk about y'all's thoughts on this season at this point compared to last season. I mean, it seems like y'all are playing with more confidence. I know we played Oak Grove earlier in the year, and we were playing with them. I mean, we had them. We were winning at halftime. Where last year, all the 2 games y'all played against them, they dominated. I mean, they beat y'all pretty good. But this year, y'all were hung with them. You've played with almost every team in the top 10. Y'all beat Ville Platte. You beat Winfield. You've already played Church Point, Oak Grove, Westlake. So, kind of talk about y'all's confidence this year compared to last year.
From what I see now, I think just the chemistry is definitely better. I think, we lost a great group of seniors last year, but most of the people who were playing this year played last year. So all of that, I mean, this is year 2 playing with each other. I think our summer really helps. It's like throwing in a big summer of games, like it's another season. So for our younger kids who are coming in, having to play more reps this year, really helped them mature before we started in the fall. And I think just like we've been sharing the ball very well. We talk about Oak Grove. I think at one point we were up on them 16 points in the first half. And, I mean, last year, did we think we could do that? We thought, hey, maybe we can hang in with them. I don't think we were thinking, oh, we're about to almost reach 20 points ahead of them at some point. So I think we've all just matured, really, and was like, saw our schedule, was ready to take on those teams, and was like the importance of going out, fighting, getting gritty wins, and just keep going.
Well, I mean, last year y'all had a big season, but it was a lot better than the first 2 seasons. Was last year more of like, okay, I can't believe we're this good, like more of a surprise, like, hey, we can do this, we're pretty good. Where this year, like you're saying, y'all matured some more. You're like, hey, those girls are good on those other teams, but we're right there with them. We can play with them. Is that the difference from last year to this year?
Yeah, for me, I remember my freshman year, I was kind of just like, I felt like it was kind of like a daze. I was kind of just there, go to the games, go to the practice, Sophomore year, it kind of like hit me. I was like, dang, these girls are actually like good. And I was like, and I'm kind of like, I'm okay. Then last year, obviously playing Caroline Bradley's like, she's a 5-star. I'm a 0-star. It's like, wow. And it's just like, I feel like each year we've played better teams and you're able to see the talent. But when you have a team as stacked as ours, one talented player doesn't diminish what our 12 can do. And I feel like that's what really got me. Like Coach, I remember last year he would talk about Hammond, and he would be like, "Yeah, we're going Hammond. We're going." He would just say it. I'm just like,
it was crazy.
and I wouldn't say anything out loud, but I'm in my head. I'm like, dude, last year we were barely winning 12 games,
something like that.
and I'm like, I don't know, but like I just feel like confidence and being comfortable within the scheme, like he talked about in Lily's, like when he was talking about Lily, he may only think about it when he thinks of it, but like even for myself, like it was hard, like shifting from sitting in a zone all game, and now we're full court pressing the entire time. Now our offense is high power, get your shots out quick, and it's just like completely different scheme. But like being with each other for 2 years now under the same scheme, it's just like now we just got to go play basketball. Now we just gotta hoop, and like we're playing good basketball, playing great basketball against some of the best teams in the state, across all divisions. So yeah, I mean, just confidence.
I mean, and you say like I'm sure, yeah. He comes in and says we're going to Hammond. Everybody around here is like, "Are you crazy? Like, what are you talking about?" But it wasn't long ago people said that about the football team going to the Superdome, and they made it. So it shows you it can happen, and I know it can happen when y'all. That's what you look at with the power ratings. I mean, number 4, how big would it be? Where last year you had to go to Oak Grove. This year that game will be in Gina. Whoever you play in that quarterfinal game, if you can make it that far. And I just imagine the crowd. I mean, y'all know how many people went to Oak Grove last year. This year they ain't got to drive all that Oak Grove. They'll be in Gina. So y'all are sitting in a good spot. We play Bunkie Friday, and then we still got some big games ahead. I know next Tuesday's Tioga, and then next Friday's not Buckeye. It's
Buckeyes February 6th.
Yeah. Buckeye's the last district game, right?
Second to last. We play Marksville.
Marksville, okay. But some big home games. Kind of talk about last night. I'm sure the crowd was good. I wasn't able to make it, but the crowds have been there. But kind of talk about how much it means to y'all for the people to come out, but also be loud and cheer y'all on. Can y'all kind of feel that when you're playing on the court, like the people being loud?
I would say, yeah, for sure. My favorite memory, we had senior night, and it was definitely the Kinder game. So like it felt like everything was just you're surrounded by noise, and it's like that is the funnest atmosphere to play in. I mean, football players talk about it, and so that for sure. And like you genuinely can't beat our home crowd. I think that played a part in us getting a 16-point lead on Oak Grove. That played a part in us playing West Monroe very close. So you can't beat that. But one thing that I'm super looking forward to with this being our home district opener is our band being there. It's like it's just different. It hits you like during warm-ups and they're playing, during timeouts they're playing. And I've missed Brant. Like last night I was like
he told me he's gonna be there Friday.
Yeah, like Trinity drills a 3-pointer, Lily drills a 3-pointer, and he's like 3-pointer, and it's like it helps get everybody else going.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, we've also talked about the support for our team is like tremendous. It used to not be where we would have many fans for girls' games and they would wait to come to boys' games. Yeah. Now we have way more fans than the boys. Sorry, boys. And then everybody leaves and goes home. So I just think that's a testament to how hard we play, how fun like our games are. We have a lot of energy, and that is something that like Coach G is just like instilled in us. Have energy, because people want to watch good basketball, but they also want to watch us have fun.
Yeah, for me, it's just like it just feels like a party. Like you're just out there, you're running around with your friends. Like all I can think about was last night. Was it you who passed that ball to Amira and then she like tipped it back?
Yeah.
So Amira tips it back to me. I scored a layup. Amira's like running with her hands up. The crowd's going insane. I'm like, bro, and we're playing basketball.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it was just so fun. Like every home games are just so fun because like you have your family, you have all your friends there. The whole town comes and, they're loud. Like, when they're loud, best games. Best games when they're into it. So, yeah, just showing up and showing support. I mean, not only does it help a paycheck, but, it helps morale as well. I love looking up there and seeing a bunch of people.
I remember last year I went to Tioga. It was a close game, and we lost that one. And going to Buckeye, and it was a close game, and I thought, okay, next year these games are going to be at home. and then it was the Bunkie game. It was when y'all handled business. I know for the boys, it's a big game. But a lot of road games that I said next year is going to be a good year because they'll all be at home. So a lot of big games coming up, and everybody be there, be loud. Yeah, Brant told me he plans to be there Friday. He's coaching junior high baseball, so he's more busy, but he plans on being there, and he's going to try to be there for these games coming up. So everybody be there and be loud. Anything else y'all got before we go take a break?
Make sure to come to our games. That's it.
It's going to be
Go
weird.
Giants.
4 o'clock. Isn't that going to be kind of weird?
Yeah.
I guess it'll be kind of like practice, though.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
That's what he said today.
Yeah.
And we've had some tournament games where we're playing.
Yeah, like we'll play like 1 o'clock in a tournament. So like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
it's just like it's been a couple weeks since we've
But
done
there is one thing. If you plan on going to college, where y'all kind of thinking about going, what are you thinking about doing? Or if y'all don't know, you don't have to, but just your thoughts after high school. What do you plan on doing?
I want to go to LSU. And
Yeah, I guess y'all are at that time of year that you are hoping to get accepted into different colleges.
LSU, if you're listening, LSU, if you're listening, if you're on the mic with me right now, please, if I wake up in the morning with an acceptance letter, I will cry and run a mile. But yeah, I want to go to LSU. I want to major in political science if they'll have me.
Okay. Lily?
Well, I'm looking at taking a gap year next year and spending time in New York, just getting a little bit of life before going to college. And
Yeah.
then after the year, I'll probably come back and go to Louisiana Tech and major in interior design.
Man, New York, that'd be a lot different than Gina.
Oh, for sure.
You'll learn a lot up there. All right, Sophie?
I am attending LA Tech, and then already got my acceptance. But yeah, I'm gonna go to LA Tech and then major in kinesiology. My original plan.
Is she gonna be a coach?
But you can do a lot with kinesiology.
My
You
original
can.
plan was to go into athletic training, but we'll see pending on where everything falls out.
Yeah, kinesiology, you can go to that, or it can go to coaching. You can do a lot. That's not bad. It gives you still a lot of options there. All right, we appreciate it. We're really proud of y'all. I mean, y'all really have. I mean, to see where the program was at when y'all are freshmen and now when y'all are leaving, just how big of a difference it is. And that's a testament to y'all. Y'all are a big reason for that. Really proud of y'all. And congratulations for great careers. And we're looking forward to seeing what y'all do in the future. So thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
You listen to The Walk there, 1.7 KJN.
Justice Oil Company salutes the young men and women who put in long hours in search for athletic supremacy. Justice Oil has been a long supporter of high school athletes in LaSalle Parish, as well as the Tigers of LSU. Take the time to show your appreciation by attending sporting events to root on your teams. Student athletes appreciate the time you take to attend their events. Wishing you the best in the future, on and off the field, from Justice Oil Company.
When you need an expert, you call one, whether it's a doctor, a lawyer, or your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. There's one in every parish to help you protect what's important to you and your family, because protecting the people of Louisiana is what's important to us. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. Visit lafarmbureau.com to find a local agent and ask for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. That's lafarmbureau.com. Make contact with your local Farm Bureau insurance agent today.
Looking for a place to connect and grow? Join us at Eastview Baptist Church, where everyone is welcome. Tune in here to listen to worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30, or come join us in person for Sunday school at 9:45 and worship at 10:45. Eastview, where we seek the kingdom first.
Welcome back into the walkthrough. Austin Wiley here. We've kind of gone over the Lady Giants real quick. I'm going to just kind of go through the district standings. Gina's 2-0, Buckeyes 2-0, Bunkies 2-0. Vidalia and Marksville 2-1. Caldwell 0-3. Bolton 0-4. The power ratings for the Lady Giants on their side. French Settlement at number 1. Oak Grove number 2. Westlake number 3. Gina number 4. Ville Platte number 5. Springfield number 6. Church Point number 7. Winfield number 8. Doyle number 9. And Ridgewood number 10. Last night, Monterey defeated Bolton 30-29. Buckeye defeated Avoyelles 59-16. Southside defeated Bunkie 63-31. Lady Giants defeated Weston 70-31. And Vidalia beat Faraday 72-63. Friday night, it'll be Caldwell at Bolton, Buckeye at Marksville, and Bunkie at Gina. Looking at the power ratings, Gina and Buckeye should be in the playoffs pretty easily. Vidalia looks like they're going to make the playoffs. Caldwell is going to be close on the girls' side. They're going to have to pick up some wins towards the end of the season. Looks like Marksville and Bolton. And Bunkie's kind of on the edge there as well. Bunkie, if they pick up some wins, they could get in. But they are sitting at number 29 right now in Division II Select. So we'll now transition into boys basketball. Giants are currently 9-2 on the season. They are ranked number 7 in the power ratings. They defeated Weston last night, 55-29. They honored their seniors, Xavier Brown, Zach Brown, Zadrian Cooper, Gus Morphus, and Titan Smith. In the game, Xavier Brown had 11 points, 4 steals, 4 assists. Adrian Cooper had 8 points, 12 rebounds, and Silas Powell had 6 points and 2 steals. Right now, as far as district standings, Marksville is 3-0 on the boys' side. Bunkie is 1-1. Gina 2-0. Buckeye 2-0. Caldwell 0-3. Vidalia 1-2, and Bolton 0-3. Boys have been playing well. They got off to a late start because of football season, but they're rolling. And right now, being 9-2 and ranked number 7, I know Coach Whitman is happy with that. I think at this point last year, they were around number 20, maybe in that low 20s range, and just sitting in a better spot than where they were last year. And a veteran team coming back, starting out district play 2-0, playing really well right now. And I know last night, it being senior night, honoring those seniors. They're really excited about what's going on with Giants basketball right now. Friday night, they got a big one, though. Bunkie will come to town. They will play right after the girls' game, which will start at 4 o'clock. Bunkie is a team that they've been very good the last few years. They've defeated the Giants each year. I don't think we've defeated Bunkie since this group has been playing, but I know they lost a lot off the team from last year. But they're still going to be difficult in district play. Still a very talented team that will play well, and it should be a good game on Friday. So everybody make sure you come on out and cheer on the Giants, hopefully to a victory and get to 3-0. Just power ratings, Madison is at number 1. Madison is still undefeated on the season. Marksville's at number 2. Marksville playing very well, playing a lot of good teams. Lost to a very good Ruston team last night. And now we want to welcome in Gina Giants head coach, Matt Whitman. Coach, you there?
Yes, sir.
How's it going? You staying dry out there?
Tried to. It was raining pretty hard on me on the way home. Looks like we got some more coming in, so pretty nasty out there.
Yeah, pretty nasty day. Glad it's basketball season and not something where we're playing outside. We can get in those gym and it'll be a lot better.
Yeah.
Last time we talked to you, we were getting ready to play Caldwell. We had not gotten to district play yet, but you get a good win on the road against a tough Caldwell team, and everybody knows if you're going to Caldwell, it's hard to get a win there. You beat Bolton this past Friday night, just kind of talk about the team the last couple of weeks and getting off of this 2-0 start in district.
Yeah, we've handled some business, the last couple of weeks since we talked. We always talk about how Caldwell is always really tough. No matter what their team is like, they're always going to play us really, really tough, especially at Caldwell. And we did not play our best game by any means. We didn't shoot the ball particularly well. But the guys competed and guarded for 4 quarters. And Zach Brown made some big shots down the stretch. Britton Johnson made a couple of big plays. Adrian had a late block that kind of sealed it. And we figured out a way to win one. And like I was telling them after that game, when you're in good seasons like we're in currently, and you're trying to move up in the power rankings and get in a better spot, that sometimes you're going to go play games on the road where you don't play your best, and you have to figure out a way to put a W in the win column. And we did that. And then, moving forward from that, we've played a couple of games recently, our last 2 or 3, that have just kind of been, some teams that we should take care of. And we've handled our business and done what we were supposed to do. And now we got a huge game on Friday night with Bunkie coming to Guy Campbell.
I kind of mentioned how you're sitting in a better spot this year from last year, sitting at number 7 in the top 10 of the power ratings. You kind of have more of a chance to move up and give yourself a good spot for the playoffs. But kind of talk about the team in general compared to last year. I haven't been able to come to a game, but I've watched on Huddle. It just seems to me you've just got a lot more weapons out there. Some of that group from the sophomore group has stepped up, playing well. Gus Morphus is playing well coming off the bench. It just seems like there's more weapons this year than what you had last year.
Yeah, I think it's a couple things. I think the group of seniors that we have, last year as juniors, they were kind of stepping into some bigger roles for the first time in their career. They kind of had to be the guys. The year before that, a lot of those guys played on that team when we went to the second round and hosted a game. But you had Dee Hammock and Zy Hunter who were doing the lion's share of the playmaking. They were making all the critical decisions. They made a bunch of big plays. And Zach and Xavier and Zadrian and Tyson, certainly had, solid roles and important parts on that team. But it's different when now the attention is on me. Now I'm dominating the ball. Now I'm getting, more shots. And the defense is game planning for specifically me. And so last year was kind of the first year where those guys had to make those decisions and be front and center and be the main part of somebody else's scouting report. And that's a process. That's a learning process that guys have to go through. I don't care who you are. And they went through that, and now they kind of know what that's like and they know what to expect. And so that's part of it. But also, you mentioned it, I think it's the development of some guys that aren't seniors. I think Daniel Hatcher has stepped up in a huge way. He's part of the heart and soul of this team. You said Britton and Johnson and Brian Evans are playing, solid minutes as sophomores. They're making some plays, making some shots. And so, just with that continued development of the program and some guys getting older, like you said, we do have more depth, and it's fun to watch for sure.
I'm glad you brought up that about the senior group, because I agree that last year they were looked at as the veteran guys to kind of take over some important roles. And this year, to me, I've noticed in the stats, Zach Brown has had some big games where there's been a couple times he's been the leading scorer, and I don't remember that from last year or the year before. But kind of talk about Zach and his development. It seems like I don't know if it's just shooting the ball better outside, but I don't remember him being the leading scorer very much. And it's been a few times this year already he's been the leading scorer for y'all.
Yeah, man, Zach has been huge this year specifically. I was talking to Chandler Harrison today. We were just talking about, maybe it was yesterday, talking about, guys development and some different guys. Zach has always, since he was a freshman, you saw this in Zach as a freshman, really as a sophomore when he started playing more. But Zach has always had the ability to get hot really quick. If Zach sees the ball go through the net once or twice early in a game, you better find him and you better look out. Because he can get going in a hurry. He's always had that ability. But I think as he's gotten older and he still has that ability to get hot, but it's not just, hey, knock down this open shot anymore. Zach has developed his game where he can get to the rim, where, he can get to his spot mid-range. He's playing the point a little bit more when he's got to give Xavier a break. And his IQ has grown. So Zach has developed into a really, really good high school guard that has developed the other parts of his game to go with that ability to score that he's always had. And it's awesome.
Had senior night last night. Talk about this senior group, because I know for you, you came in when they were freshmen, and how much everything has changed till now as seniors. But you've really, I'm sure they're a special group to you because you've relied on them since they were freshmen. They had to start from day one, and just talk about how much they've meant to you in the program.
Man, personally, first, and I'm going to try not to get emotional on the phone because I know nobody on the radio station wants to hear that. But I will at some point, probably whether it's at the banquet night or whatever. Personally, these guys, 4 years ago when I came into Jena, and we as a coaching staff, identified, a lot of different things that needed to change and needed to be fixed. We ran off a bunch of older guys that could have helped us year one, because of just whether it was just not buying in or not doing what was necessary to fix the program. And we got to a point early in the year where I remember looking at Chandler Harrison and I said, Coach, I'm fixing to just go with these freshmen because number one, they keep showing up every day. They keep competing every day. They keep busting their tails every day. They keep doing the right stuff. And it just got to a point where I was like, man, this is what we're going to build it on. And we're going to take some on the chin, but eventually we're going to get to where we want to be. And I can't personally, as their head coach, I can't thank those guys enough because they didn't have any reason to keep showing up and keep buying in. They could have went and done 10 other things. They could have just played football. They could have just played baseball. They could have done whatever else because they're all athletic enough to do whatever they want to do. But they kept showing up. They kept competing. They kept buying in. And I kept telling them, guys, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. And I think they've done well, the last couple of years. They've got some reward for that over the last couple of years. But, when you look at where we're at right now, those 5 seniors, Xavier, Zach, Adrian, Titan, and Gus, they have as much right to everything they got coming to them for this season as anybody else because they did it.
Yeah, when you say building a program and you building this program here in Jena, that's a big part of it is those guys sticking around and sticking it out and showing these younger guys that, hey, Jena basketball, that they can be good. And they're going to be a group we're always going to remember them, that they stuck around. And that freshman year was rough, but the rest of it, they did pretty good and had some good years.
Yeah, again, hats off to those guys. It ain't over. The ride's not over. We're talking like it's over, but the ride's not over, and we're gonna go take this thing as far as we can take it. And I'm gonna thank them 10,000 more times before they graduate. But those guys are special to me, and they earned it.
Let's talk about the upcoming schedule. We do have Bunkie on Friday, but I remember last year us talking. it seemed like every big game we had in district or just overall, it was on the road. And I remember you saying, well, next year that'll flip. It'll be in Gina. And that's the way it's set up now. We got Bunkie this Friday. We got Buckeye. We got Marksville. Got Tioga coming in. Got a lot of big games coming up that'll be at home. Just talk about how important it is for people to come out and to give y'all that big home court advantage, because these are some big games that if y'all can pull off a couple of wins, I mean, y'all be sitting in a really good spot going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I would really love to encourage everybody to come out Friday night. A little bit of a weird start because of the weather we got coming in. The girls are going to start at 4, and we're going to start at 5:30. So, move your time frame up a little bit. But by the way, anybody listening to this on the radio or on Facebook, students are going to get in for free. I don't know if y'all said that earlier, but students are going to get in for free. Because it is a massive game for us on the boys' side for sure. And we need everybody there, but we don't just need everybody there. We need everybody loud. These guys are going to need a boost, and the fans provide that. But yeah, like you were saying, we do have some big ones at home coming up. Bunkie being the first one. They've got a couple of really talented guards. They got some athletic guys around them that play really well on defense. Ron Patterson is a walking 25-point stat sheet every night, and so it's a huge game. I was telling somebody today, talking about people coming to watch and be loud. You got a girls team that's number 4 in the state in D3 non-select. You got a boys team right now that's number 7. You don't really often see a lot of times. I mean, you do in some places, but you don't always see a place where you got a top 5 girls team, a boys team that's in the top 10 and knocking on the top 5 door. You don't see that a lot, and you're living in a time where you got 2 really good basketball teams playing some exciting basketball. And anybody that wants to come watch it is more than welcome. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, I mean, and both teams play a fun brand of basketball that's fun to watch. That you think fans would want to show up and be loud. I mean, you got the girls, getting up and down the floor, fast paced. But you guys, I mean, y'all can play good defense. You got Zadrian. I mean, what's he averaging? About probably 2 dunks a game.
He had 3 last night, and one of them I told somebody this morning. One of them is, if not because I think there was one other one in our Ash game last year from an Ash kid, but outside of that one, it is the hardest dunk I've seen from anybody in our gym in my 4 years of being at Gina. So if that's your thing, if you're out there, if you're a big, hey man, let's go watch a highlight reel. He's a walking highlight reel.
And if you don't see a dunk from him, you got Zach and Xavier that can shoot from outside, or they can play good defense and get turnovers that turn into fast break points. Or now you got Britton that can shoot from outside. You just got a lot of different weapons, and it's fun to watch. That I mean, y'all deserve a good crowd, and both teams do, and to be loud to give y'all a good home court advantage, and just be a loud atmosphere, and just like it is for football, but let's just bring it into the gym.
Absolutely.
Well, we appreciate you joining us tonight, and good luck Friday. We'll be there, and we're excited about it because I'm pretty sure we haven't beat Bunkie since you've been in Gina, right?
I told them earlier this week. I've told my seniors, I said, there's 2 check marks that you guys as seniors, which doesn't just mean the seniors, that means everybody in the room. But there's 2 check marks when we talk about district play that the seniors have not accomplished in 4 years. Number 1 was beating Caldwell at Caldwell, which we did a couple of weeks ago. They checked that box. The other one was beating Bunkie. We played them close a couple of times. 2 or 3 times over the last 2 years, but we've never gotten in the win column against them since these seniors have been at Gina. So I think it's one our guys are hungry to get.
Should be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Really appreciate you, Coach, and good luck Friday night.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Gina Giants head coach Matt Whitman. Real quick, we don't have much time until we get to the top of the hour, so I'm going to keep it right here. I'm going to finish going through the power ratings for the boys' side. I was talking about number 1 is Madison. Madison, they're undefeated. I think they're maybe 20-0. I think they won the Don Redden Classic at Washita High School, a big tournament in Monroe that every year a lot of good teams go to. And I'm pretty sure Madison ended up winning that, but they're undefeated. They're 20-1. I do see they have one loss now, because I'm glad I pulled that up. I had the power ratings pulled up. But they were undefeated for so long. It's going to make me have to look and see who beat them. It was East Iberville beat them 67-65. So Madison is now 20-1. Marksville is at number 2 at 17-3. Marksville has played a very difficult schedule, has beaten some very good teams. Marksville, the state runner-up from last year, has been very impressive this year. Number 3, Red River. Red River was in the state tournament last year. They lost in the semifinals. Number 4, Doyle. Number 5, Avoyelles. Avoyelles lost in the quarterfinals to Marksville last year. They had a tough loss, though, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. Number 6, Mamou. Number 7, Gina. Number 8, Green Oaks. Number 9, Donaldsonville. And number 10, Richwood. Richwood picked up a big win last night at home against Sterlington. They won 79-70. Richwood, the defending state champions. The games from last night in our district: Monterey beat Bolton 49-30. Buckeye, this was the big game that I was talking about. Avoyelles suffered a big loss. I mean, when I saw the score, I mean, Buckeye's good, but I didn't realize they were this good. Buckeye at home, they beat Avoyelles 68-38. Big win for Buckeye. Buckeye is 15-3 right now. 2-0 in district. They are sitting at number 11 in the power ratings. Buckeye's playing very well, but that's a 30-point win against a top 5 team in Division III non-select. Big win for Buckeye last night. We talked about Gina defeated Weston 55-29. This was kind of the game of the night in the state last night. Marksville went up to Ruston. Ruston, I mean, they've got Ahmad Hudson, Darren Ford, the transfer from Washita, the Anding kid. Ruston is just loaded. I mean, Ruston went to a tournament in Oregon early in the season and won the tournament. It was like a national tournament. But Marksville has beaten Ash, a lot of good teams across the state. Marksville was leading at halftime. I think they were actually leading going into the fourth quarter, but Ruston came back to win 62-54. Marksville is very impressive. Armani Benjamin, Devin Lavallee, they got a lot of good players. Coach Okie Benjamin leading the way. Marksville's very good. To me, you almost wonder, I mean, Madison, yeah, they only have one loss, but seeing the schedule that Marksville's played, I mean, I would say Marksville's probably the favorite as far as winning the state championship at this point. Fairdy, a very good team in Division 2 or Division 4 non-select, but they beat Vidalia 68-22. Vidalia, it was a pretty good team last year. I think they just missed the playoffs last year. They are now 4-17 overall and 1-2 in district play. So that's the scores from last night. Now Friday, Caldwell will be at Bolton. Buckeye will be at Marksville. That'll be a big district game. And then Bunkie at Gina. So to me, Buckeye at Marksville and Bunkie at Gina, two very good games as far as inside the district. Bunkie has already lost to Marksville. That's why they are 1-1, but Marksville's 3-0 in district play. Buckeye 2-0. Going to be tough for Buckeye to go to Marksville, but I mean, they beat Avoyelles that bad. You should never know maybe they get hot from outside, or maybe they're playing really well right now. But it should be a good game there. And I'm really looking forward to the Bunkie at Gina game. We're going to try to have that game on air on Friday evening. So really looking forward to that. Appreciate Coach Hoffmeyer and Coach Whitman for calling in tonight. Also, appreciate the Lady Giants seniors for coming by and visiting with us for a little while. And we won't be on next week, but the week after that, we'll try to get the Gina Giants seniors to come by. Remember, on Friday, students get in free. Bunkie at Gina, big district game. Everybody come on out, cheer on both teams. And girls' game starts at 4 o'clock. Boys' game will start at 5:30. So make notice of the time change. Moved it up because of the weather coming in. It'll be an earlier start. Everybody come on out, fill up this gym, and let's cheer on Lady Giants and Giants to victory. I hope everybody stays safe with the weather. Stay warm. For Zoe Williams, I'm Austin Watley. You've been listening to The Walkthrough, 1.7 KJNA. Good night, everybody.